Hello and thanks for stopping by. This is your cousin's lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video we are going to be getting my outdoor space ready for spring 2026. Now if you've been watching my channel, you know that every year I like to create a nice little vibe out of my small little deck space outside, and I'm going to be doing that this year, but the difference is I am doing it on a strict budget. So we're going to be cutting corners. I'm going to share with you the cheapest place to find certain things for your outdoor space this year. So if you'd like to see a budget-friendly way to decorate for the spring season in your outdoor spaces, keep watching. So this is what my outdoor space is looking like right now. It's kind of in disarray. It's not horrible, but I do need to do some deep cleaning out here. And it is time for me to retire these cushions. I have had this outdoor set now for 15, 16 years, and I'm just over it. But I'm not going to be able to replace the whole set, not this year. I'm just going to replace the cushions. So I'm going to take these cushions off of here. You can see here that they're full of pollen and whatnot or whatever. And they're discolored. They're very faded. They used to be a very vibrant green back when I first got them. But overall, they're not in horrible, horrible condition. I'm just like sick and tired of them. It's also time for my rug to go away. I've had this rug for a couple years, and usually I leave them down for 2 years and then I replace them because they become really, really faded, and I like a very nice vibrant rug out here. They get very frayed and whatnot just from the elements from over the sun and over the winter months and whatnot. Now I'm doing a minimal amount of maintenance out here this year. Like my deck could use a new stain job on it, and my chairs definitely need to be painted, but I'm not feeling it this year, and so I'm going to do the minimum to get this space looking decent. But I do have to do some power washing out here. That'll help it to look a lot better than it does now. So that's the first step, get everything cleaned up before we can start the decorating. And once everything is cleaned off and everything, then we can do some shopping for some new items to place out. And I'm trying to go very budget friendly this year. I don't want to spend a lot of money on this outdoor space this year. So I'm going to take a trip right over to Lowe's and check out what they have. And they have their garden section set up so beautifully. I just enjoyed my time in here looking at all the pretty flowers and everything, all the different colors. And I already kind of know what color I'm going to be going with out here. So I'm just looking for the perfect hanging plant and maybe a couple other little flowers to put out there just to add some color. Now I am going to be using some faux flowers as well that I already have. So I don't need a whole lot, but I do want to look and see what they have in here. My outdoor space gets full sun all day, and I have really had a hard time finding plants that can hold up to that type of pressure. So, it takes a lot to keep things alive in this space. So that's another reason why I don't want to spend a lot of money out here this year. Besides, everything has gone up so much. It's crazy. I made my selection at Lowe's, and then I went to another nursery called Pike, which is located in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a beautiful, beautiful garden center here, and they just have this pretty little koi pond out front that I just enjoy looking at. I wish I had something like this. I just think this is so beautiful. But anyway, I made a few selections here as well with some perennials that I want to put in my front yard, and now we're headed home. And my new outdoor rug has arrived, so I'm excited about that. We're going to get that opened up and take a look at it. Like I said, I like nice, vibrant rugs. And I searched high and low for an outdoor rug this year, and I found the one that I loved on rugs.com, and that's where I ordered it from. So here I am, taking it out and unrolling it now to lay it out on my newly washed deck. A couple months ago, we went to Big Lots. I shared it over here on the channel, and I picked up some cushions, and they were $29.99. They came in a set of two, so it's the seat cushion and the back cushion. So I did pick those up in this color here, which is sort of like a orangey red color. Not my first choice for the color, but when I started shopping around for the color, for the pillow cushions, I found that they were just so expensive. So $29.99 was the best price, and so that's what I brought. The only problem is it didn't come with a cushion for my footstool here, so I had to keep my old cushions, and I'm going to roll with them for a little while until I can find some covers or some pillows that size to go there. Now, this is the faux floral that I mentioned. I had this last year and we're going to roll with it again. The color is actually perfect for the new cushions and the rug, so I'm happy about that. It's a little bit faded, but it'll work, you know, so we're going to just roll with it. Like I said, I'm going as budget friendly as possible this year. I picked up this vase last year from Home Goods. That pretty lady, I just love her so much. And I had this little faux fern in her last year. I'm going to roll with that again this year. I just love her. I did notice when I took my rug up that I've got some boards in my deck that need to be replaced. So that's a project that's going to have to happen sooner rather than later. I have this garden flag up. This was left over from the fall season, and to my surprise, it's still in good shape. Normally, I would have to replace these flags every season, but this time I'm going to wash this and have it ready for the fall this year. In the meantime, I did get another rug flag that matches the rug, and I got this off of Amazon, and it just says welcome, and it has a really pretty little flower there, and it has the black and white. So recall last year I bought the umbrella and it was black and white, so we were going to have to roll with that again this year. So I wanted to get a flag that ties it all together, so I've got the black and white and the rug. So then I have this flower here. I got this at Lowe's. I thought it was really pretty. I've never had this type before, but I love the colors that it brought in. I love that yellow and that orange mixture there. I thought it would be really pretty. That's the name of the plant there. It says it takes full sun, so we'll see how it lasts. I don't know if these plants are ready for this heat that we have down in the south. Anyway, I have these lanterns here. I've had these for a while. I thrifted these actually a few years back. And so I was using them in the house, and now I decided I'm going to use them outside. So I put them out, and I wanted a small plant to go there on the table. So I was at Trader Joe's the other day, and I saw this beautiful flower here. I just love the colors of it. That vibrant orange was so pretty. Had never had this type of flower before either. So I did pick it up. It said it likes full sun. It's called a sun star. It's so pretty. So I picked that up, and we're going to give her a try here. I think it was $3.99 if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't very expensive, so we'll give it a try and see how she likes it here. I am loving how vibrant and colorful it is out here. I'm not crazy about the cushions there, but like I said, we'll deal with those. I don't like that green. But anyway, now we're out in the front, and this little garden section here, it used to be a tree there, and it had to be cut down. Now, I've since learned that once a tree is cut down, it does not necessarily stop the roots from growing. So I've kind of had to learn the hard way. But anyway, I have been trying to get a little perennial garden growing in here despite the roots. So I did pick up those little flowers there that I showed. And we're going to try to see if we can get enough of those roots moved away so that we can put some pretty flowers out here. This is my second year trying that. So if it doesn't work this year, I'm going to pull everything out and just put some rocks in there or plant some grass. I don't know. But in the meantime, I've got my other gardens here. My hostas need to be split or whatnot, but I'm not going to do that this year. This is what my evening vibe is looking like out here in the back. I could not wait to get out here and just enjoy this space. And it's looking really good. It's not too hot yet. Actually, it's kind of windy, so it feels really good out here. And I'm liking the way that it's looking out here. Now, when I went to my front yard, to my surprise, I realized that some of my solar lights were no longer working, or they were no longer as bright as they used to be. So that means that I had to go back out to the store the next day to get some more. These I've had for a couple years, and some of them are burning bright, some of them are not, and I needed something a little bit more. So I went out to Ross, and luckily they had these pathway lights. It's a set. It's a 10-piece set, and I think it's 7 pathway lights, and then a couple of spotlights that go along with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the batteries in these and get these out there, replacing the old ones. Oh, and these were $22.99 at Ross. I did buy 2 boxes of them. Lucky enough to find 2 boxes. They had some that were all silver too, but I like the black ones, so I thought I would switch things up a little bit this year. So let's go ahead and get these open and get them set up. So that's what the spotlight looks like, and I definitely need a new spotlight because mine is not showing up as well as I would like it to at night. It's not as bright. I don't know if that's a battery issue or what, but anyway, we got that. I'm trying to figure out where the battery goes in this thing. Let me figure that out. And then this is what these look like. These are nice. And it's got the thing, the stakes that go in the grass. Yeah, so this is the stake here. And it goes like that. So that's nice. And then we gotta be another tip on here. Oh yeah, here they are. The true stake part that goes. Wait a minute now, come on. How does this thing go? Okay, did I do this? Okay, this goes. Lord. Okay, that must be for the spotlight. What's happening here? Because that's not right. Okay. Lord Jesus, did I break it? Child, this gonna be a blooper. Okay, so we figured things out. There was one, the tip was up inside of the thing or whatever. Anyway, we got it figured out and all is well. So I got them all set up so that they could go out and get in the yard so they could get some solar light so that tonight I can have lighting out here. Now the path light did need batteries, but they came with it, so all I had to do was pull the tab out. The spotlights did not require batteries, so it was good that they included the batteries for the pathway lights, so that was a great surprise here. So for $22.99, not bad at all. And there were 8 pathway lights and then the 2 spotlights in each of them. And this is how they look. So I've got them all put together now. We're going to go outside and put them into place. First, I got to get these old ones out of here. And like I said, some work, some don't. But I'll check them out and see which ones do still work. And I probably will utilize them in the back around the deck or something like that. Not quite sure, but we'll see what happens, but let's get these out. They've been out here for a little bit, so it was time. And you can see some of them are missing their globes. Some of them have fallen off. The landscapers, they do a job on these things. It has taken me quite a while to get to this point. I have been working on this for over a week, maybe 2 weeks, not quite sure. The weather was really nice and cool when I started, but now it is extremely hot out here. So I'm like kicking myself for not getting it done when we had those cooler temperatures about a week or so ago. But summer is here now. I mean, it is hot. It doesn't feel like spring. It feels like the middle of summer here. And where I'm putting this water down, probably within the hour, it will look like it never had any water in a week. We have red dirt here and it stains the sidewalk something terrible. So I've got to get the power washer out again to redo that space. But in the meantime, I have this rug. I've had this rug for a while and I decided to wash it. I always like to layer it with my little welcome mat. And I'm just putting these solar candles here in these lanterns. And that's about all I'm doing on this porch for right now. I may do a little bit more as we get more into the summer months. But for now, this is how we're going to start. I don't put a wreath up because the birds somehow think that's where they're supposed to have their nest. Now, I came out to the backyard to open my umbrella. And to my surprise, there's a little frog here. So I'm trying to get it open without him jumping on me or whatever, because I want this umbrella open. It is too hot out here to sit out here and enjoy my space. But yeah, he's like sitting there like it's his place. I was going to go ahead and start working on my vegetable garden here, but I don't think so. I usually plant like some vegetables and things like that I can grow in containers on my deck. I'm very late with that this year. Look at this. This is a mess. So I do still have to do this, but I don't think I'm going to do it today. The frog has just killed the vibe for me. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't leave today without hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the post notification bell. That way you'll be notified each time I upload additional videos. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. And to all my returning family members, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that I see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.